Hey everyone, I'm Sarah with Fisher Price Ranch. First off, please hit that subscription button down below and the notification bell for updates on our next videos. So today we kind of ended breeding season. All the girls have been bred. So far we have 12 confirmed pregnant, and we got one more to check tomorrow. And then we had 2 that were rebred, and then Hopscotch, which is the black alpine. I didn't see anything with her. She could be pregnant. She could never have gone into heat. I'm not sure. So we'll probably draw blood on her next week. So I'll definitely do a video on that. But because we moved everybody back in their pen, we did have an accident. So I will get to that in just a moment. But first, I got a couple new chickens. Alright, so all the goats are back in their pens except for Bazooka. Bazooka is in with all the girls at the moment because his last doe, which is the one laying down there, Divinity, we got to check her for heat signs tomorrow. So as long as she doesn't go into heat, Bazooka will go back in with the big boys. And then that will have 12 confirmed pregnant. And then, like I said, we'll probably do a blood test on a couple of the goats just to confirm that they are pregnant. The Kikos are pretty easy to read, but these Alpines are harder to read. So we'll probably do some blood tests on them. Just finishing up watering. So I'm going to turn off our spigot. I need to get the goats out here. We have weeds everywhere, knee high. All right, so part of our accident, I have 2 accidents today. One not so bad, one kind of severe. So when I went to let the girls out that were in the quarantine pen to bring them back up where they belong, I was like, come on girls, and the chickens were like, oh, okay. So I have 50 chickens running around the property. So I will have to try and get them back where they belong. But since we're talking about them, I did get 10 new ones from a friend yesterday morning, and I have a lot more people wanting eggs, and I can't keep up. We've had a lot of broody hens, so we aren't getting that many eggs. And so anyway, I ended up getting more chickens. So here's some of them down here. And we got 2 Cochin hens and then a bunch of Moran. So we get our chocolate eggs now, so that's exciting. And then a couple other different ones. So anyway, here's a few of our new ones here. These are our Cochins. They're so pretty. And it looks like maybe half the flock is back where they belong. So that's good. So that's one of our oopses today. So I just left the gate open. We'll just have to hope that they'll all come back and roost in here, and then we can close them back in tonight. So our next accident was we put the boys back together, and as you can see, they're still kind of arguing. Unfortunately, Rocky Road, the younger guy that's up on top of the playground, got a pretty good injury. So we got to get a hold of him, and see, Thor doesn't like it. He doesn't like that they're fighting so much. Thor, it's okay. Thor, it's all right, buddy. But anyway, we have to get a hold of Rocky Road and clean up his wound, and so we'll show you how we're going to do that. Alright, so we got to get Rocky separated, so we're going to get the boys in there. If you push him that way, I'll close this gate.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Oh, good one, Joe. Nice try. Can you go in and latch it? So Buddy, you could see a little blood on him. He's the one that was fighting with Rocky. Buddy's fine, but Rocky's got a good gash in his head, so we're going to have to clean him up and make sure that it's not real bad. You can kind of see how bloody it is, and then we're going to just make sure we can keep the flies away from it. Alright, so here's his gash. We're going to clean it up with some soap and water first and see how bad it is. Easy, bud. I know. Easy. I know it hurts. Hang on. I know, hang on. I know. He's a strong boy, that's for sure. Easy. Sorry guys if he's moving in and out of the camera, you're just gonna have to hang in there with me. I know, bud, I know. Almost there. Okay, I think I got most of it broke up. So I think we're just gonna, easy bud. Easy. Come on. Get down. 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 There you go. Goodness. Okay. Okay. Easy, bud.
It's gonna hurt like the dickens.
There we go. Almost done. Almost done. Relax, relax. Okay. Okay. There you go. Easy. I know that hurts. I know. All right. Now we're going to see what it looks like. Just make sure it's not real bad. Okay. So if you guys can see that, hold on. So you can see where he separated it right there from his horn. That's why it's so bloody. So now we're going to spray it with the iodine, which he's not going to like. This is just going to clean it. Try and keep infection out of it. Obviously I haven't used this in a while. Come on. Goodness. Come on. It's on. Okay, well I guess we'll just pour some on this. There we go. I know it hurts, bud. Just hang on. Alright. So now we're going to use some baking powder, and that keeps the flies away. I know, but I'm sorry. Got it by your eye. There. Okay, so I think he's done. So now we're just going to keep an eye on it until it heals. Because it's still laying against his horn, I think it'll heal over just fine. We couldn't stitch it even if we wanted to because where it separated was right off of the horn. And so we're just going to, you know, keep the baking powder on, make sure that the flies don't bother it until it heals over. Good boy. Good boy. So we had put all of the goats together again since the breeding season's pretty much over with, and that's why they were fighting. Alright, well I hope that this video was helpful for you guys and how we kind of treat our wounds here. We try and do it, you know, just as natural as possible. Now I'll keep an eye. Hopefully the flies will stay off with that baking powder. When we first, I don't know if you guys could see it on the video, but when we first had him tied up, you could already see the flies were landing on it. We got it cleaned up, we got the baking powder on there, and then they kind of flew around it and then flew off. They did not land on it. So that's a good natural way of keeping the flies away from wounds, is the baking powder, not soda. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. I don't think he's going to need antibiotics. It's bleeding well, which keeps the infection out. And it's not a huge wound, so we'll just keep an eye on it, make sure that it heals well, and there's no like draining or we have problems with it getting infected. If it comes to that, we can do some topical antibiotics if we really need to. But hopefully, you know, it's not too horrible that we have to worry about that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.